Goldie, he's staring at me and squinting. Now you're licking yourself. There you go. There you go. Right? There you go. You sweetie pie. He's squinting. What's that? You have the glowy eyes? Right? You miss. Oh, there you go, baby. Baby. That sweet pie. Misses his, yeah, Rocky. There's Feather. Meow, meow, meow. There's Feather. And Mr. Onyx. Right? Right? Feather. Right? Right? Right, Goldie? It's you and me now. Gonna be your cat friend. Okay? My sweetie pie. Yeah. I know he misses him. I know, he's a good boy, man. I miss him. I miss him. You had undedicated love for Rocky, man. I was your friend for forever, too. Big time, right? But I want you to stay here with me, okay? Okay? I want you to stay here with me, right? You're my friend. I'm telling you, these guys are. This one, her. She needs to learn how to use the litter box more. It's the one, that kind of. But there's only 3 of you people now. 4 litter boxes. And I clean them all the time. I got the best multi-cat litter in there all the time. So please use it. But that's the only issue I got right now. But she's you, right? There's so many pictures of you and Rocky together, right? You 2 were inseparable. But Rocky's like, well, he is too. He is too. He is too. Yeah. When I came back from the hospital, he was the first one there by me in the house, Putin and him. Those 2. Yeah. Rocky was so, because somebody else was coming in and feeding them. Rocky was hiding under the bed the whole time. He was actually when I came back from the hospital, he was like he was like shell shocked or something, and he would be by the. Took me a while to get him out from under the bed, and then he was still. It's like he didn't know me. He did not know me. I was like Rocky. Rocky was. I was the only person. That's them playing around. See. Rocky. I was the only person that got close to Rocky. They found him and his brothers and his sister as a feral, and they think his birthday was October 7th, 2012. So they found him in October, and they had a hard time getting me even over to the adoption area where people could look at him. He was always hiding under the bed by the foster, and the foster thought he was part. He wasn't even cat. She thought he wasn't even a cat. She thought he was like a wild animal. And if you look back in my videos way early on, years ago, I got him here December 8th, 2013. We had to go cage to cage. And so that's Rocky we're talking about from the last video. We had to go cage to cage. He's never been out of his house. And he's been with Putin the whole time. It took him in about 3 months' time. I actually got the little kitten meow out of him. He's like little meow, like that. He's like, went from Dr. Jekyll to Mr. Hyde. He totally different personality. Because cats and animals and dogs and things, they really aren't mean. They're really, it's a product of how they're treated. And I guess he was traumatized from being a feral. They found him out in the street with his brothers. And, somebody rescued him. And we're going over to the cremation services. They're both going to have private cremations, Rocky and Putin. Pretty expensive, but I mean, I definitely regret not doing it if I don't do it. You know, I'll just cheapen up in some other ways. Um, the he got so you know he was here all the whole time with Putin. It took him in a few months. I used the lavender herb, the cat music, like you heard that always playing in the background here. Um, I used to talk to him, pet him. Well, I couldn't pet him that much back then. He was kind of like airplane ears. His ears sideways behind the computer by the desk, in the other room, and that was when he first got here. And then he got adjusted. Actually, the last couple of years, I can even pick him up, which was like sometimes I could pick him up before a little bit, but he got more and more and more trusting over the years. But you know, I was always worried about him too. If he had a medical issue or something like that, I was always worried about him because he's so innocent. They all are, really, but him especially. Rocky especially. And you know what, too? I think he had like close to 20/20 vision. Cats don't have like 20, they don't have like vision like humans. They're like blurry vision. His vision was very sharp. You know, I know Goldie's vision's like, he's probably got the 2200 vision like regular cat. And the rest of them pretty much too, but Rocky's vision was extremely good. Putin was like the leader, and he was like Mr. Reasonable. Mr. Reasonable. He would just, I don't know, he just kept like an order, but he wasn't bad to any cat or anything like that. Rocky would run up to Putin all the time, and Goldie would run up there and, you know, to Rocky. Well, that was the trio. That was a trio. It was a duo. It was a trio around Thanksgiving 2014. That's when Goldie came inside. He was probably about 4 or 5 months old at that time. I figure he's born around June 2014. So he's going to be 9 coming up 2023. Wow. But he might, see, Putin was, I think, mostly Abyssinian. So they got a little shorter lifespan. I was looking them up on Google. They have, like, an average cat goes 12 to 18 years. An Abyssinian goes 9 to 12 or 9 to 13, depending on what you're looking at. So he was right smack in the middle there. But I figured I thought he'd last like at least 15 years, but I never really looked up the Abyssinian lifespan. You know, he's not pure, but he was part. So, and you know, I don't know what Rocky was. He's regular tabby cat, you know, but he's like my little freckle-faced kid, man. I tell you, Putin was the one that always came to me in the morning first, almost always, like clockwork. And then usually Rocky would show up, then Goldie, you know, sometimes Feather, sometimes Onyx, but almost always those three. They'd come over to me, you know. Sometimes Feather would, but Putin always. Putin, then Rocky, then Goldie. That was for like that for years. And, you know, we had people outside. You know, there were the three musketeers. So Goldie's the only one left of the three. There's a different group here now, but I don't know. We'll see what I can do. She's eating treats over there. This one's some cat food. This one's he's eating his meow meow food right here. So, you know, we'll see. Life goes on, huh? That's Feather, and that's Goldie, and that's Onyx, and these two are getting tighter too. So I think everything's gonna be okay. I'm not okay, believe me. You know, when Rocky died because of Putin died, that blew me away. God, he died. He literally, you know, that's why I thought he was gonna have a hard time adjusting, but I couldn't believe. You know, I'm glad I recorded that. because I was thinking he was going to turn around and how he could get Goldie to help him out and stuff, because Goldie's real tight with him. It's more like Goldie's missing him. Yeah, you are, aren't you? Aren't you? Right? This guy. Right? Yeah. But like I said, Rocky was always a guy that was very, man, I know him so well. He's sensitive. Sometimes, they mistook him from being mean, and he was really sensitive, scared. What a sweetheart. This is nighttime now. That's Goldie right there. See? Get the red light. Give him something to do. Right? Tear up the walls. Psst, 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 psst. You and her, right? Huh? You're sad, right, buddy? I know you are. Right? I'm talking to him all the time. I'm gonna try to switch up my cat music and stuff. Rah, meow, 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 meow. Huh? What's that, going on the refrigerator? But yeah, there you go. I gotta play with these people more. Get them going. Get them going. And I sent Rocky and Putin over to the crematorium, and they're gonna have rosewood sculpted crematorium boxes, right? They'll be back and put their pictures on it and everything. See, he was here. He's a long timer too, because he was here with them for 8 years. He got inside the house. Thanksgiving. Here, you want to see this? Look at that. What's that, huh? I'm petting him a lot. He got here 2014, Thanksgiving. I think he's born around June 2014. And, Rocky was with Putin for, see? He's going to go up there again. Rocky's with Putin for 8 years. 9 years. 9 years. 9 years in a few weeks. Because he got her December 8th, 2013. And, he just died Christmas Day, 2022. But he got here 11 months later. About 11 months later. So he's been here like over 8 years with them too. And they were like, he looked up to them. He looks up to them. Right, buddy? So I gotta take care of you big time, man. You're my link to them. Right? Right? Sweetheart. So, right? Those are the black on here. That's the healing magnets are under there. I always have those when they lay up there. The magnetic, they call it the Bio North. The north that's found at the North Pole is under that black tape. So when they lay on it, they get the healing effects from the healing side of the magnet. I mean, everything I did, I don't know, maybe they made them felt better or something. Gave them the cat vitamins. They got the cat shells up there. They go all along the top there, and all over the place, way down there, and you go across the cabinets. You get stuff in the bedroom they can jump up on. Between the bathroom and the bedroom, there's like a shelf thing I made. They go up there from the hamper to the it's like a bookcase to what do you call it? Chest of drawers, and they can they go up on the there's a couple shelves. There's one in the corner. I made all that stuff so you can climb up high over there too. And there's like, I don't know, there's a lot of linear feet of this stuff all over the place. I don't know how many feet it is. It's like, at least 50, 60 feet of it. Easy. So, where they can run around, different angles and stuff, platforms. So, there's also in the other room, they got stuff I made up where they can jump up on. So they're indoors all the time, but they got a lot of different things in here. So, I just know he's sad. mean, I can't talk to him. I talk to him, but you'll see. We'll see. Yeah. And Rocky, I'll be quite honest, he jumped, he meowed back and forth with Putin when Putin was almost, gone. It was on Christmas Eve day. And he jumped from the couch in the bedroom all the way onto the bed. So, I mean, he was able to make that good-sized leap. And then he just went downhill in 23 hours and he died. He died of a broken heart. I'm serious, don't doubt this. That's what killed him. He died of a broken heart, no doubt. It wasn't a medical issue. It was not a medical issue. And now you're finding out that's not as uncommon as you think, so, right? These two, this is the mommy, that's his son. They came in here a couple years ago. They kind of like were in here off and on before that, because they're out, she kind of strolled over one day. He was only outside, not that long. I know where he came from, actually. The people that, they kind of had a bunch of cats, and he kind of gravitated to over here because I was feeding them. And they acknowledged that I could take care of him and stuff. So, he was actually under the hood of the El Camino, living there outside for a little while. Then it got colder, and I brought him inside. And, this was around Thanksgiving of 2014. He's been inside ever since. I hope this guy makes it a lot longer. I didn't realize Putin was part Abyssinian, and they live, on average, they live a few years less than an average cat. An average cat is like 12 to 15 years. They could be 20 though. And so 12 to 15 years for an average cat, but still go to 20. And Abyssinians are 9 to 12. So he died at 10 and a half. So I don't know if that's. I swear, you probably, I guess if you took him, it could have been something with a stroke or heart issue. I mean, I don't know. I really don't know what it was. I mean, if they took him, if I took him to a place they could put all these instruments on him, they probably would have caught something early. But I couldn't tell anything wrong with him. He seemed pretty good to me. I was more worried about Rocky. Rocky, I mean, he, like I said, he jumped from the couch to the bedroom and into the bed, real like that. He made that, 3-4 foot leap like nothing. And he went right over to Putin. He put his head next to his head, and I'll put a picture at the end of it what he's doing. And he has his arm on him. And that was his last hour and a half of Putin's life. So, really, he tore me up too. So, anyway. You worried about your friend? Huh? You worried about your friend? Yeah. That's the same noise Mr. Putin the cat was making. Then he started making it. He's talking to him. See? Yeah. You want to know if he's okay, see? See?